Hello guys and welcome to this video. Today we're going to have a quick review on the British Tier 10 heavy tank, the Fv215b. Pretty much the first Tier 10 heavy tank that I ever got in the game. So let's see what its characteristics are. So it's a Rolls-Royce Griffon engine, what's capable of producing 950 horsepower, has a power to weight ratio of 13.57 horsepower per ton, can get to a top speed of 34.3 kilometers going forward and 12 going backwards, and has a fire chance of 20%. Gets a 20mm gun, the L1A1. Well, it has a reload time of 8.69 seconds and has an aim time of 1.7 seconds. And it has a amazing accuracy, almost like a laser accuracy of 0.33 meters accuracy at 100 meters, and has a max firing range of 720 meters, max gun elevation of 15 degrees, and sadly, due to its rear mounted turret, it only has got 7 degrees gun depression, but that doesn't lack, because this thing has probably one of the best DPMs at tier 10, and probably one of the best DPMs in the game, arguably, after the Chieftain. I think the Chieftain's a little bit better. It has a rotation speed of 38 degrees per second. It has a turret speed of 34 degrees per second, and has a max view range of 410 meters. With coated optics, can put that up to 450. What is the cap? And has a signal range of 750 meters. You can get 3 ammo types: the APTL1 round, which do 500 damage, has penetration value of 324 millimeters, and has a shell velocity of 1,067 meters per second. Its premium rounds are APDS L1s, which also do 500 damage, but you can put that pen up to 408 millimeters of penetration, so you wouldn't struggle going through things like the mouse. You could load them and go straight through the lower plate, and some E100s you wouldn't need to. With E100s you can just use that normal standard rounds, and you also get Hesh T Hesh-T L1, what do 644 damage, 150 millimeters, and 2.42 meters splash radius, and a shell velocity of 1,067 meters per second. These you would only use on things like light tanks, lightly armored tanks, anything that's got paper for armor. And gets a 4-man crew, or should I say 4-female crew, as I've got my female crew in this. Sarah Harrison is the commander. It's got 6 Sense, Smooth Ride, Brother in Arms, Recon, and Training Situation Awareness. So what's the armor like? It's not too bad. It's got 120 side skirts, and that's pretty much it. Up to 30 on the tracks, so that's used as spaced armor as well. The hull itself is 50 pretty much all round, so if you get the side of it or the lower plate, I don't know. No, not even the lower plate. If you get the sides of it, and your artillery, just aim anywhere on it. But if you get sides and the rear, you're just shoot it really anywhere on the sides and on the rear. It's 90 up to 90 at the front lower glacis and at the rear, but it's flat at the back, so that's going to be easy penned. But it's angled at the front, not much, but there is a bit of angle in there, so it might struggle. You might, it wouldn't be any different. It would be about 120 of effective armor, so you're not going to struggle not penning this. And you have up to 120 mil on pretty much the top sides of the hull and at the rear of the turret, and on the cupola, which if you angle it like that, you're going to have good, it's pretty much going to be quite a sharp angle, or probably put that close, I would like to say close to being the also ricochet area. And the sides here, it is pretty flat there. Pretty much all heavies have this, top tier heavies have this problem. There's a flat bit on these cheeks which are easily penned. But moving on to this, it has 160 on the side of the turrets and on the side of the cupola, is it? And on the upper glacis, so you will still be able to pen it, but it's going to be a little bit harder for tier 10, no, not tier 10s, tier 9s. Some tier 10s will struggle, but most of them will be able to pen. You get 230 round the gun manlet on the turret, so pretty much no point in shooting there because you're going to be able to pen pretty much anywhere else. And on the gun manlet you've got 231. How I recommend to play this tank, oh, you got a little bit there as well. How I recommend to play this tank is side scrape it pretty much like that. So pretend there's a wall at the front of my tank. So you wanna angle it so the gun's just coming over it, sort of like that. That angle here, so the gun's just pointing over the front of the turret tracks, and so they can't get that lower plate or shoot the sides. But if a Fv215b driver is doing that, just aim for that flat bit which we pointed out, as it pretty much straightens it out and it's easy pen. So moving on, what do I recommend this tank? Definitely, it's a fun tank to play, as you will see in this gameplay.
Alright, we've got enemies in the area. We either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll. Focus on this location. Knows our location. Locked on. They found us. That one left a big hole. Load it up. Let her rip. Target locked. Got him in our sights. The enemy knows our location. Our track's been hit. Dropping target. We've been detected. Locked on. Releasing target. Dropping target. Target locked. They found us. Got him in our sights. He's gone. Find us another target. Ready to fire on target. Enemy armor is destroyed. Enemies looking right at us. Target locked. We did it! We won!
Quickly before we end, I'm going to do the brief that Warrior Tanks gives these tanks. Proposal plans for a heavy tank on the basis of the Conqueror Mark II. Unlike the production model, this modification featured a rear placement of the fighting compartment. No prototypes were manufactured. So guys, that's that. So what we did very well in that game was we just kept the gun firing and pretty much punished our enemies, and we kept our armor as angled as possible and made it very difficult to pen. But still, I hope you enjoyed this game play and this review, and I hope it helped you guys understand more about this. And if you want, I will do there will be a Chieftain Mark VI review coming up in the near future, but for now you've got this, and hopefully in the future I will compare these two. So I will catch you all later. I've been Swiss Rider. You guys have been awesome. And until next time, goodbye.